Excuse me. Hi everyone! Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Beth, and just for a background, I have been diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma, and that was 7 months ago now. So I've been undergoing treatment since March. I stopped my treatment in September, and I have some news for everyone. Last Friday I got told I'm in full remission, which is the best possible stage that anyone can be at my point in treatment. And I know that I'm not in the all clear as yet. So for anyone who doesn't know, you aren't cancer free until you have been in remission for 5 years. This is just because genuinely there could still be cancer floating about in your blood. My scans look like a normal person's scan. There is nothing there to suggest that there's any cancer left in my body, but they cannot tell you that until you have been in remission for 5 years. And I just want to say thank you to everyone, because you have genuinely given me the confidence to continue to speak out about my condition. Let's get started on the video, guys. So this is definitely something for the people who have recently reached out to me. I've got a mixture of like actual tips that I can tell you, and I've got a mixture of actual products. So I think we're going to start with the products today, which I'm really excited about. Like, some of you will definitely not think that you need these things, but they really helped me. So yeah, I can't wait to get started, and obviously I'll just chat throughout. So yeah, the first kind of group of products I'm going to talk about is ones that are going to help you with fighting infection and kind of looking after yourself the way that you should be when you're undergoing treatment. If it's chemotherapy you're going through, which is what I went through a chemotherapy called AVBD. So that chemo can significantly reduce your opportunities for your own body to fight infection, which means the chemo, when it gets pumped into you, it just basically like diminishes all the kind of cells, the infection fighting cells in your blood, which makes you a lot more susceptible to infections, and it can also lead to kind of fatal infections such as sepsis. So yeah, these products are definitely just going to reassure you. They definitely reassured me because I am paranoid. So firstly, this wee saving grace, it's the Dettol antiseptic wash. This wee guy is like, it says it's a ready to use skin wound spray. So basically if you cut yourself, you can literally spray it on, and it prevents against infection immediately. This wee guy is honestly just a saving grace. I think it's like £3. You can get them in home bargains, you can get them in Superdrug. So much better than like antiseptic creams and stuff, because you can spray it on and it won't actually come off. Like, you don't need to put a plaster over it, although I would recommend putting a plaster over it. But for example, if it's somewhere awkward, it still prevents against infection as much as it can, and even without a plaster and stuff. But I think this was better to use if you are using a plaster, because you know in cream it can slide off, and you obviously don't want that. That's just pointless. So I would definitely recommend this Dettol spray, just for like, even if I'm not a nail biter or anything, but just a wee random cut and stuff, you can get really like, paranoid. I also have a cat, so if she ever scratched me, first thing that would happen with this would go on. It's really good if you've got pets and stuff, I would say. This one's definitely my saving grace. Next is just a wee Germaline, a wee antiseptic cream. You could put this on cuts and stuff overnight, which I think again is good because your skin always needs moisture, and I just think having Germaline is genuinely amazing. Like, I use it for everything still to this day. I'm 6 weeks post treatment, but I'm still paranoid as ever. So yeah, Germaline again. So again, another thing I used to do. Every single day I would get up out of my bed and I would clean my room with Fabulosa or any kind of Dettol wipes that could wipe down surfaces and kill germs. That is partly because of corona, of course, but also just the risk of infection, about any infection, never mind corona. Like, it is quite bad. But this one I really like because it's one that you can spray on your actual clothes or your bed sheets, is what I use it for. So it kills 99.9% of bacteria, and you literally, like, when I'm making my bed, I will just spray all my bedding with this every single day. I've got the Gold Touch one, but the Electrify is probably my favourite in this. I'm not sure how much they are. My mum actually bought me this. So if you have a boyfriend or girlfriend, and I know that boyfriend and girlfriends are always allowed to see each other through COVID because of the extended bubbles and stuff like that. Maybe if they're still out working and stuff, it's good to maybe spray in the bed if they've came over instead. Get rid of any germs that they may have on their clothes. You can spray it in your car as well. They actually do have mini ones of these in home bargains, and I've got one in my car. So I used to spray it in use every single time I was in and out my car basically. I'm going to move on to something that isn't as pleasant. You know what, I'm not going to beat around the bush here. Life is life, do you know what I mean? One of the major side effects in chemo, especially in young people, is constipation, and it can get very, very bad. So I'm firstly going to say the thing that I'm going to recommend is laxatives. Now don't go and buy these from the supermarket. Get these prescribed from your consultant, your specialist nurse or your own GP. They have specific ones that you can take for long-term use. They are actually amazing, and honestly, if I could tell you one thing, it would just be start taking one laxative a day if you're on treatment. It is literally the best thing that you can do for yourself. I would also recommend using Sudocrem if down there gets a little bit too sore. You don't want to be in pain, which you can be a lot of the time because of how bad the constipation can be. I know this isn't a nice subject to talk about, guys. I'm trying to be as real as I can here. If chemo is chemo, it's not pretty, it's not nice, and these things happen to people every single day. And yeah, I would definitely recommend Sudocrem and getting laxative from your consultant or your GP because, oh, saving graces again. So I'm going to talk about skin things. So when you're going through chemo can really dry out your skin. It can make your skin extremely, extremely sensitive. I'm going to kind of try and help you with this. This one's got to be Carmex, like, or any type of Vaseline as well. My lips are the first thing to go dry if my face is going to get dry, and if I'm going to get a dry skin outbreak. It's always my lips, always around my chin and lips area. It's genuinely vital. I use it every single day, I put it on every single night before bed, and usually I'm right as rain. Skincare wise, I'm going to so obviously you're advised to use non-perfumed products and stuff. My skin isn't as sensitive as some others were, and chemo actually didn't make me as sensitive as what I thought. So I was able to still use the skincare products that I would normally. Now, I changed moisturiser. I'll show you guys the Simple Skin Quench Water Boost range. Obviously Simple is amazing because it's got no artificial perfume or chemicals, and nothing that can upset your skin will be in this. So see if you've got super sensitive skin, this is going to be for you. I used at night the Skin Quench Sleeping Cream, which is this wee tub here. That's about £6. The Hydrating Gel Cream for day, because I don't like stuff that's heavy on my face during the day. I was recommended at the start of chemo to moisturise my body. I would say I moisturise my body about once a week. I should probably do a bit more. Again, my skin was really lucky. I didn't see major changes in it. But if you're going to use a moisturiser, I would recommend probably like Johnson's Baby or Aveeno E45 maybe. Anything without perfume or chemicals. Again, with the body washes, I didn't change my body wash. I know a lot of people did. And again, Simple or one that's got no perfumes or chemicals. It's going to upset your skin. Take it as it comes with your skin. Your skin's so important. Another thing I'm going to say, which isn't that important in these days because who's spending time outside, because we can't even meet up outside with our friends. If you're going out for a long period of time, always wear an SPF underneath my makeup. Obviously, this is what I use my body during summer when I was out in the garden with my mum. So it's just 50. It's the Pisboon face one. I know you can get really good SPFs now for your face, which are like invisible under makeup. The Pisboon one's fine, to be honest. I've also got a Simple, the same range as that. It's a Simple oil. Actually, it's a primer for your skin, but it's got SPF 30 in it. It's really important to use SPFs when you're outside, or like especially in the sun, obviously, because your skin is so much more sensitive to sunlight. Another skin product, which is genuinely my favourite, that I've actually found throughout my full cancer treatment, I'm going to show you. So this is the Central Prey Bronzing Water Face Mist, and it gives you naturally glowing skin. Now, I did not discover this myself. So one of my best friend's stepmum went through cancer treatment herself, and she said she didn't want to see herself really pale in the mirror. And my friend said, look, I've ordered you something to your house. Opened it and it was this wee bad boy Central Prey face mist. Now, I didn't think much of it. I didn't think I was too pale until I started using this every single day. and honestly it is amazing. Like, I love the way that my skin looks when I put this on. I'm confident going out without makeup on. I had very little eyebrow hairs and stuff, and this just gives you the confidence, it gives you that glow that you're missing. It's so light. Like, what I like about this is that a lot of facial tanners you'll spray and it's a big kind of dollop of tan and it goes patchy. This is so natural, so you just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then that's you. You don't need to use it every single day. You can use it for a special occasion. If you know you're going out and you want to feel better about yourself, you could use it then. But I use it every single day. It's quite pricey. It's about £20, but I honestly do think it's so worth the money. I know you can get cheaper ones. You can get a St. Moritz one, I think, in Primark for £5, and I know you can get the UTAM one. I love this wee guy. This is tip top of it. I love him. So next I'm going to talk about hair. I'm just going to tell you, like, I was told from day dot by my consultants that I would 100% lose all my hair, and I still to this day get people asking me, like, how have you kept your hair? That is purely luck. That's nothing that I've done. That is pure luck. I did do a few things that helped reduce the amount of hair that I was losing. So I will tell you about how I kind of maintained what hair I had. At one point I was extremely hairless. I realised I was losing my hair. It was a lot was coming out of my hairbrush and stuff, and I was like, right, well, I'm losing it. So I said to my mum, I was like, look, I'm not going to shave it all off to begin with because there's no point in that. I've still got enough hair now and it looks fine. It upset me to see that it was falling out of my head. If it upsets you, then I would obviously suggest shaving it. For me, it was hard to deal with, but it wasn't like, I would rather have the hair in my head for as long as I could rather than shave it all off and just have little hair. I know that's totally personal to other people and other people have different opinions on it, so honestly you do whatever you feel is right. You'll need to chop my hair. The hairdresser obviously shut because COVID. She just literally took kitchen scissors to my hair, just cut right along to about here, I'd say. So it was a proper wee bob, just enough so I could still get it in a pony and stuff, so I didn't want to wear it down when it was falling out. That was the best thing I'd done, was cut my hair. So my suggestion to you would be, cut your hair short as early as you can, just short enough you can get a wee pony in or a wee bun. After that I obviously was still losing hair, but not at the rate I was, and then I decided to stop washing my hair as much. So I used to wash it about three times a week, I'd say, and I moved to just washing it once a week. I think that again saved a lot of my hair. The fact that when you're washing hair you need to run your fingers through it. When you're doing it you're pulling the hair out. Another thing I would recommend as well, like if you've got a shower head and you're having a bath or something, I would put your head back and just rinse it with the shower head. Try not to like move your hair with your fingers too much. And again, I would do things such as just only brush my hair once a day, and that's it. I wouldn't brush it at all. I would put it up in a ponytail and I would leave it. That's it. I wouldn't touch it. From between your 8th to your 11th round of chemo, you will start to see a growth coming back through again, and honestly it's so rewarding when you see it coming back through, and it comes back so fluffy. And you know what, see the head in your hair, it's completely untouched. It's totally a personal experience. Like, I can't tell you if you're going to lose your hair or not, because I was told I was going to lose my hair and I didn't. It's genuinely just luck. But I just thank my lucky stars every day I can still get my wee bun in. Let's move on and talk about eyebrows. I was on TikTok and I seen a girl with alopecia, and she had obviously lost her eyebrows through alopecia, and she was using this product which is like fibre like eyebrows, and you can basically paint it onto your skin and it will create an eyebrow. I kept most of my eyebrows here. It was very sparse though, and it was very fair, so it was hard to see. So I'll put a picture up of me using this wee eyebrow extension kind of kit. It's literally a little tub, and I'll just put a video of me like using it. And when you open it, it's kind of gel like, and there's wee tiny hair like fibres, and obviously because I still had my eyebrow shape, I could put the little fibres in the shape that I wanted, let it dry, and then I could draw my eyebrows in and it looked like a normal eyebrow. Now if you lose all of your eyebrows, I would suggest that you could get this still 100%, but you could also get eyebrow kind of templates so that you could paint the hairs into the template and that would create an eyebrow shape, and then you could fill that in if you were doing your makeup, for example, or if that's going to make you feel more confident. I'd recommend this wee guy. It really darkened my hairs and stuff like that, and it gave me more confidence in my eyebrows because they were very sparse. And yeah, I just think this is a good wee product. It's actually so cheap. I just got mine off Amazon or eBay. I think it was like £4. And yeah, honestly amazing. If you have a bath and you're on treatment, you're going to utilise your bath so much because the chemo oil you get is unbelievable. Like, your legs and your body ache so much. It's horrible. I would so much recommend Relives Aching Muscle Super Soak. This wee guy's expensive shit. I would say he's about £40. It is so amazing and therapeutic for your legs, especially because I used to get the worst achy legs. If you don't have a bath, I would recommend the Elemis. I think it's like a leg gel and it soothes aching muscles. It just changes the sensation to your muscles to like a menthol kind of, it sounds horrible, but it's like a burning sensation, but it's so nice. On the kind of cheaper scale, I would say Redox Muscle Soak, my fave, and the Redox Muscle Soak bath salts are also amazing. And one of my lovely followers who has also went through lymphoma, she actually had to get white blood cell injections, which I think are quite common in people who are going through treatment because of neutropenia, which is when you have no white blood cells and you need the injections to kind of make them for you. They can be quite painful, so she suggested magnesium bath salts. You can get them off Amazon. Guys, I'm so sorry, I have to switch to my phone because my stupid camera ran out there. Sorry about that. I know the quality will change. When you're on chemo, it's really common for your periods to stop completely, or to be on medication it's going to stop your periods for you, just simply because sometimes you can lose a bit too much blood if you've not got enough platelets to clot the blood. Luckily my platelets were high enough, I was able to take a period. However, I tracked it, so it just meant if I was starting to skip my periods, I could notice it in my cycle. Track it, because you'll be able to kind of predict when it's coming, and see if it doesn't come when it's predicted, you can note that down and discuss it with your consultant or your specialist nurse. Another thing I would suggest doing is keeping a diary, because in a few months time or at the end of your treatment, you're going to look back and you're going to be like, oh my god, what the hell just happened to me? If it's just a few bullet points each day, it doesn't need to be anything crazy. Like, I've got an A5 wee book, so I write about that much every single day, just about what's happened, and I write how I'm feeling. I would write how I'm feeling after treatment, and I'd write how I'm feeling emotionally, and if anything kind of majorly happened in the world then, because I think it's so important to write this stuff down, because otherwise you're going to forget it all. Another thing one of my kind of lymphoma kind of sisterhood members said was that she herself is a stepmom and she wishes she took help sooner. So your family and stuff, they're going to want to help you and stuff. Don't feel too proud to not take their help. That's what they're there for. The shoe was on the other foot. You would support them. You would go and do what they needed done. People are understanding, guys, and yeah, don't hesitate to reach out, and don't do it too late. Another thing I would say about the diary would be to take notes or write down questions you have for your consultant or your specialist nurse, because I had so many questions at one point and then I forgot them all. I forgot to write them down, and then I forgot all the questions. So chemo can do a lot of crazy things, guys. It changed the colour of my nails and everything. My nails went kind of yellowy. Well, another piece of advice, just check everything out with your specialist nurse. Make sure you kind of utilise and just ask everything that you can. Never be in the dark about a situation, because you don't want to be in the dark about something like this. And I honestly, guys, like, just know there's always light at the end of the tunnel. Really love it if you could like, subscribe and comment on this video if you liked it. If you yourself have any tips for anyone else going to undergo treatment, maybe you've went through radiation therapy, I personally haven't, or targeted immunotherapies, which I personally haven't, you could suggest something in the comments below for other people. Share away what you can with me or other people. I'm always here for anyone, honestly. But thanks for watching, and love yous. Bye!